I don't like 50-50. I don't do coffee dates. I don't care how much money I ever make. I still want my man to pay for everything. He should pick me up. He should drop me off. He should buy me Ubers. In exchange, he gets to not embarrass me and breathe my air. I think it's pretty fair. I think we're even.
What? Absolutely not. Definitely not a fair deal. Now, today I'm starting a new series called Would You Pump and Dump, Marry, or Avoid This Woman? And she happens to be the first episode, so make sure you comment your thoughts under this video. Now, we're going to take this video from the top just to see how we got here and actually finish out the clip, because she may have something to say. She may be able to change your mind. Now, before we do that, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal for my channel, so here we go.
I don't like 50-50. I don't do coffee dates. I don't care how much money I ever make. I still want my man to pay for everything. He should pick me up. He should drop me off. He should buy me Ubers. In exchange, he gets to not embarrass me and breathe my air. I think it's pretty fair. I think we're even Stevens. Otherwise, I don't need a man just to have a man. This is for me. For the guys who are mad, though. Cry about it. I don't like 50-50. I don't do coffee dates. I don't care how much money.
Fellas, this will be you. You will definitely be crying if you put this woman in the wrong position. If you put this woman in the marriage position, you will be crying. Listen, as a man who's been married and divorced, I can tell you I survived marriage. Now, with this woman, you're going to have a hard time surviving marriage, because these are the type of women that you may not want to come home to. These are the type of women who send you to the bar, meaning you got off work and you decided to go straight to a bar. There's no one in the bar except for you and the bartender, and you're drinking yourself silly. This is the type of women who cause that. Why? Because she has probably, you know what? It sounds like this woman has been pumped and dumped so many times that she's just looking to use a man. She is not looking for a man. She is looking for a pet. She is looking for she's looking for someone to be responsible for her. So she wants to be treated like a child. Now, how do you know this? Because when she talked about a coffee date, what is the reason why you would go on a coffee date? To get to know someone, to see if there's any chemistry, to talk, right? So she's letting you know right off the back, she's not interested in getting to know you. She's only interested in what you can do for her. Now, why doesn't she want to do 50-50? Well, the reason why is because she wants 100% of the power, 100% of the say-so in the relationship. This puts you, the man, in a very powerless position. That's the position you do not want to be in. That's the position that will lead you as a man down the wrong road. Now, why does this woman want to be dropped off and picked up? Why does this woman want to be in Ubers? I'm thinking maybe because she's not responsible. When a woman wants to be chauffeured around, what is the reason that you're chauffeuring this woman around? Is it because she's going on a date? Now, think about this, right? Dates, digging at the end. When you ask yourself that question, are you the one that's digging at the end? Because women like this will give you a horrible sex life. I mean, horrible. So for me personally, I would avoid this woman because her energy is terrible. She's actually showing you what a relationship would look like with her, which would be hell on earth. Nothing kingly, nothing heavenly, nothing pleasant. Think about everything she said in this video. Was it pleasant? Was it feminine? Was it friendly? It was none of that. It was none of the fantasy that you may have in your mind. Now, you may look at her and say, well, she's kind of cute. Take the makeup off and take the filter off. Get to see the real her, right? Because if you take her to the beach or some kind of pool somewhere, that makeup is going to wash off her face and you're going to get to see what she really looks like. Now, are you really going to be attractive to her? Are you going to be attracted to her? Them eyelashes just might come off, because water and eyelashes, I mean, I haven't really seen them stay on. So she may be the woman who may not even get into the water because she doesn't want to ruin the costume that she's put on. Now, fellas, this sounds like a woman who has been pumped and dumped. Think about it. Think about this, right? For the men that you guys see who end up in the bars, for the guys that you guys see or hear about who stay in their cars when they get home, this is why. This is the type of woman that does that. Now, I know there's some guys out there who say, well, having a bunch of intimacy with a whole bunch of other women is empty. Listen, having intimacy or having sex with this woman is going to feel empty because it is. This woman has lost all of the fight that she had in her. Why? Because the guys she was interested in, they clearly were not interested in her. Now, there could be a couple of reasons for that. It could be because of all of her bad habits. It could be because of her expectations. It could be because of her demands and her standards. Now, all of us can look at this woman and say, okay, I mean, she's fairly attractive, but she is damaged. She is traumatized beyond repair. On top of that, she is offering you a horrible deal, the worst deal that you could possibly write up or draft to someone. For instance, if you were with this woman, this would be similar, extremely similar to being on a losing team. A losing professional team that gets blown out all year long. Now, the good part is eventually you'll get that lottery pick. But the messed up part about the lottery is you could be somewhere in the top 5, which means you don't get the number 1 pick. Now, let's just say that you get the number 1 pick. The number 1 pick is not always LeBron James. It's not always Anthony Edwards. Sometimes there's some flops in there. So what I'm saying to you guys is you will have to pivot and adjust whatever you're doing because this is the wrong woman. Now, how do you know? Based on everything this woman said. The fact that she thinks that it's a fair deal for you to be able to breathe air around her, it tells you what she thinks of you. She looks at you as someone that's beneath her. That is not the woman that you want to be with because that woman has to hold you up. She has to build you up. Why? Because she's depending fully on you. She wants you to pay for everything. Now, listen, I'm not against paying for everything, but if I'm paying for everything, there is no 50-50. She does not get a say. Now, I will listen to her, but as far as her having a say, why would I give her a say? Why? Think about it. What is she contributing to our life or to our lifestyle? Which means she's replaceable, which means you can get a woman who looks just like her or better. Now, I'm saying that because these are the type of women that you can find at the bar, at a lounge, on vacation. And guess what? You're not going to have to deal with this side of her. You get to deal with the side of her that you actually want to deal with, which keeps her in the same position she's been in. This is why she's not happy, because she's getting constantly pumped and dumped. Her energy is horrible. And guess what? I'm not here to cry about this, especially not her. I don't have any attachment or investment in her. So that's the clarity that I'm providing for you guys. Now, the confidence part is based on you. You are going to have to build your confidence up based on what you're doing, based on the lifestyle you have built and created for yourself. This is highly important. What is it that you're thinking about every day, all day? Now, let me tell you this. You will have to balance out yourself. You can't just be all work. You have to get some type of play and some type of relaxation in, because the relaxing is what allows you to be able to get back to work, get back to being creative. Meditate, exercise, and invest your money in things that give you a return. This woman here is a succubus. This woman here is a horrible investment. You're better off just going outside and throwing it into the air and letting everybody else have their way with the money that's in the air or hitting the ground, because that is the energy that this woman is putting out. Now, the reason I keep saying adapt to what's going on is because if you think that you're going to constantly just keep running into great women, you're going to realize real quick, damn, damn, I chose the wrong one. And most men do not like starting over. So be careful, be conscious, and understand what you're looking at. Also figure out what phase of life you're in, because if you're in a building phase or a figuring it out stage, right, phase, you're going to think a lot different from the man who's in the retirement phase. But I have a question for you guys. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and then share this video with anybody you think this would help. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.